A cute little bike. What? It is. I think it's wonderful. I love you dearly.
Love you too.
Good for you. You get your stuff and we'll go sit over there in the sun for a few minutes. Should have brought something for the duckies. I wonder if we should be running you 2 small tanks. I guess it depends on how long we go out. Yeah, okay. You got the key?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a there. Go ahead. Go sit in the sun or something. Preferably where we can see them. Well, we can sit on the side of the whatever. Huh? Yeah, well, I'd like to be able to see the bikes. So if you sit on the park bench, I'll sit the other way.
I wanted to be able to tell Manfred that
There.
you did this. You know that, don't
Look
you?
at me, you did it. Yeah. And see the shape you're in, they're going to be amazed. Well, how did it feel with it? Little? Yeah, well, it is little. I was little, or I am little. I was going to leave it there, but and me run that too, but it is a bitch anyway, and I'm more likely to be in and out. So we can either put that back in there, or we put mine in there. Which would you rather? What? I think that's it, because the odds are if I was going to take the bike over to McCammon, I would take this one, like my own. So look at the little duck chasing the little duck. Wow, eh? It just yeah, those are kind of big for on the bags, aren't they? I wonder if the what? I wonder if we should put 2 small ones on it and just. You've got 3 small ones, but then you have to change out the. Then you have to change out the regulator.
I've only got 1 regulator.
Well, can you get another one?
I've been out to bring me another one.
And tell them that it would be nice so that you can have it on the small tank or the big and just, yeah, okay. Because at that point, we could theoretically leave it on the bike. Because you're running a big one when we go with the van, so you don't need the extra regulator. And we could put it on the bike with it, and it would keep there, and it would ride. The 2 would ride in the 1 saddlebag about the same weight. I've got it done with a larger water bottle, like one of the small bleach bottles. So it's well balanced. It is, it shouldn't slide back and forth. And I jerry rigged those up with the straps, so it's tied in. They're calling for a certain amount of snow tomorrow, and then through the weekend it's -9. I'm not expecting to be out. We could go into an ice storm, but if we don't, I don't know. Tell you the truth, ultimately, I do feel better on the boulevard, even in bad weather, because my legs are bent. That one, I'm not quite that way. I was going to change the seat, and I never did get to it. Oh, what? Well, are they on this?
Yeah.
Well, then you will feel better having done this, Tim. So I'm glad that we're doing this. I was watching a woman who has these testimonials, how to heal your life, how to get well. And she says some real basic stuff. The bottom line is the same thing, it's hope. You have to say, that's it, it's going to happen. And you have to have something to be excited about. One of the faith dudes from wherever, back when. And I don't want to say that God didn't heal him. I'd have to look him up. He wasn't too bad. It was after that the Word of Faith movement got out of hand. But it was the dad. He had polio when he was a kid. So he's laying in a bed, and he ain't going nowhere. And he'd been in an iron lung. And his grandmother would come in and read him the Bible and say, you can get well. You can be healed. And one day, his story goes, he just said, I'm not staying here no more. I'm not going to be in this no more. And he got up and he learned to walk. Now you tell me who healed him. Well, you know, it might have been, well, let's put it this way. If God's healing people, Tim, it's a 50-50 proposition. It is no different than the goddess healing them or anybody else. It's the same thing with your psychiatrist. Well, you don't have a psychiatrist. Psychiatrists do not heal
Yes,
people.
I do. Thank you, dear.
Oh yeah, okay, I am. It's gotta be a. Sometimes it's gotta be 100 on one side and 0 on the other, but it goes in this 50-50. Like it has to balance back and forth, back and forth. So I'm just thrilled to pieces. I hope to God I had that on your face through it all. Look at that, there they are. We are out. It's January and we are at least out. We're not out a lot. That's right. Just a minute. Try that. There. The little duckies. I like duckies. Do you like duckies?
Lunch.
What? Lunch. Okay.
Duck and orange sauce.
Well, it's beautiful today, and it should warm a little bit more in the next hour, and then it'll drop. Gwen Vaughn is going to be cooler because, well, it will because it's over there with trees and everything else. Here you're on pavement, so this is warmed, even with the water there. By the way, that's my parking spot over there. It's always open. I don't know why. It's my parking spot. So I don't know what else we do today, but we'll go home. Did you clean up upstairs? Oh, well, then that's a start. And you got your phone calls made. Well, if you think that you're up to going to cultural night, we'll go there. I'll go home and take pictures off the camera and piddle with that and play with the language and spat cast the flicky up. The problem is I don't know it by heart yet. Like I know the story, but I can't say it in Halkomelem by heart, but I can read it. And I don't sound too bad. So your nose is dripping. It looks terrible. In the summer, when I don't know what to do with myself, just going out for an hour is enough to change where I'm at. Like, and I don't go very far sometimes. I go for maybe that Toodle, you know, the one that I do, which is like a 20 minutes, half an hour, and then come here for 15 minutes and then go home. Now, I don't know what that is in miles. I mean, it's a good 10 miles anyway. Is it not?
Roughly, yeah.
At least 10 miles to run out to Dukes and back area, and sort of depends. So 10 or maybe 15 if I'm feeling really inclined. I might be even doing 20, because if you go back up through Vetter Way and Peach Creek and that, and then you're almost at a good 20. So that's how I change my headspace, and this will change your headspace, Tim, today. So many catches on these. I can't believe these things are still good. Yeah, I know. We should have brought. I've got some cookie on the bike. Should I go get it? Okay, there's those. See if you could take any of it. You're gonna squinch some of it up? Yeah. Well, squinch it up and throw it, and they'll maybe see what you're doing. Okay, you got all the seagulls here too. Oh my goodness. You got all the seagulls. Okay, bird fight. Shit. There. Okay, now we're having fun. Well, what do you think? Huh?
Flying rats.
Well, yeah, that's it. Look at them all. Wow. He just poked her. And he didn't like the fact she got some. Okay, you. Well, if you're up to doing whatever, we'll go in that direction, and then you've been out, and I don't want to overdo you. You need to do a bit of. You need to start combing your hair and putting it back, Tim. You'll feel better too. Okay. Yeah, the little tanks. He's coming tomorrow, supposedly.
Yeah.
Well,
I got everything pulled out.
yeah, I think the small tanks. But for the time being, that's a start. What are you doing? Saying hello, Sadie, right? You have to. Oh, okay, here. Look at me, hug me. I'm gonna go check that stuff out there. You did it. You did it. I'll talk to you in a few minutes, okay?